If you want to see me do some random plant chores, keep watching. Okay, so the winter has been pretty tough, but today's a beautiful day here in the DFW area, and it's time to kind of revive some of my plants. I took them all from inside to bring them outside to give them some sunlight, and I rewatered them. I am going to have to repot majority of these because the soil is very dry, or just give them some fertilizer. But for right now, you can see they needed water, which they already got their water, and now I'm just going to start cutting off all the dead leaves or the leaves that are definitely not going to grow back, and some of the crunchy ones, just to give it a new start for the summer. But other than that, they seem like they're doing fine. Like this one I completely chopped all the way back, and that was like about 2 months ago, and it's growing back and thriving. So I'm going to go ahead and take off all these dead leaves that are attached to it. This one's been doing great too. But all of these little dead leaves I'm going to go ahead and sort through. Look at the baby. Again, string of hearts. I love pothos because they're so hardy, and even though, like you see this one's kind of falling apart, as soon as I start cutting all this back, it'll start growing again, and I can always backfill it with other pothos. But yeah, they seem to be doing pretty good. This is a propagation I had just sitting on top of my counter, and look at these roots. Holy cow. Pothos are probably the easiest to propagate, and literally all you do is throw it in water. So I'm going to go ahead and plant this long, beautiful glory into one of these pots just to make it a little more, just to make it fuller. I think I'm probably going to condense and put it in this pot, and then maybe condense that plant into that one, just to have some full pothos. Okay, so I've condensed her a bit. She's looking long and luscious, but I don't like how bald-headed she looks up here. So I'm going to use one of these trellises I used for my tomatoes, or my cucumber plant, and I kind of like cut off the bottom pieces so it's not that, I guess, tall. And I'm going to place this in there because it's perfect. It is literally the perfect size to go in there. Just so I can trellis it up, because I don't like how bald it looks at the base, and I think it's just because it's pulling. So I'm going to wrap them around here and see how she looks, but I think it's going to be really pretty. Here's what she looks like on the trellis, which it's a lot more full. It looks crazy, but I'm pretty sure after she starts filling out, she's going to be great. Nice and full. She looks crazy, but I just love it for some reason. Gonna take some time and condense these as well, just because I feel like they could be a lot fuller. May add this little one in there too. Okay, I kind of intertwined her with all of the other pothos, but she looks nice and full. Once she's all watered and hydrated, she's going to be doing very well. And I just kind of pinned her up with a couple bobby pins, just not completely closed, but stretch them out a little bit so it doesn't like kill the plant. But I like it. I like how full she looks. She is also very thin at the top, so I'm just going to wrap her up. Just take her leaves and wrap her up in her soil and just let her grow, kind of how I did the string of hearts. I just want healthier plants this summer. I mean, length is great, but if they look so mull at the top, I don't like it. Okay, so I'm just going to take out majority of this dirt at the top, just so I can wrap her, and I can place all that dirt right back on top once it's done. And then once you start getting to the roots, that's when you know you should just stop. Okay, I'm just going to take her, because she's so long, and wrap her in herself. Try to get it to where the stems are in the dirt and the rest of the plant. If some of the leaves get in the dirt, it's okay. She's just going to start growing differently, and that's fine with me. So I'm just wrapping. She'll look like a more fun plant now. This one's kind of all stem right now. So you see she already looks a lot better. So now I'm just going to take that dirt from previous. And if you cover some leaves, it's okay. Just pop them right back out. Sweet. You can already tell there's such a difference. And it's just using the same plant to fill itself. Shake it. And now all I'm going to do is water it and then have it grow some new plants. Okay, I brought my Hoyas outside too. My Hoyas are very hardy. I do need to wipe down their leaves. But other than that, they've been doing really good. I have had a couple leaves die just from overwatering. I think I was just getting too carried away during winter. But if you can see, their leaves are still really strong, hard. And then you see they're having little babies. So that means everything's going well. I will just need to wipe down the leaves, and I want to aerate the soil. So with your plants, sometimes after they sit so long, it's good to like just get some aeration to the soil. So I just kind of like to stab all the way down in the dirt, and it'll bring some airflow to the bottom of the soil. I mean, you don't even have to repot it, especially because my Hoyas are doing good, but just stab a little bit just to get some airflow in there. I'm also going to do this one, and you can definitely tell when they need airflow because look at this. This is all like water buildup. I guess technically it's not mold, but it's definitely water buildup from me not using the correct type of water. But honestly, I'm not going to pay a ton of money extra to go get additional water than the one I have in my faucet. Sorry, just not doing it. So just aerating this one. This one is super dry too. You can definitely tell because it's if the pot is moving like this, definitely dry. But let me just kind of dig around a little bit. Let me go get some water. Okay, they are looking good now. I just aerated the soil and watered them. Another reason why it's really good to aerate the soil like that is because you can water it without aerating it, but it's just, the water's just going to seep into the holes in the soil. So it's not even going to touch the super dry parts. That's kind of why when you water a plant that's a really old plant and you can take it out of the pot and there's still so much dryness in it, and that's because the water's not distributing evenly in the dirt. Aeration is a great way to distribute the water evenly in the dirt. But other than that, they're going to be good. I'm going to leave them outside for a little bit just to kind of get a little sunshine. And that's pretty much it. I don't really have any more plant chores. I do have some fatalities this winter, and honestly, it was just because of my poor plant parenting skills. This one was a rescue, and it was huge, but it just kept dying and growing back and dying and growing back, so I just kind of got frustrated with it and put it outside, and yeah, unfortunately, it did pass away. But a lot of my other ones did very well. After, I mean, I did get tired of them a couple times, but I just kept showing them a little bit of love, and they kept thriving. This one, my huge Monstera had the worst spider mites ever, and it was just too much to contain and control even after I tried, so I had to let her go because sometimes it's not worth it. But other than that, everything else is going well. I am having some trouble with this plant, and I really wanted to survive because this is the plant I got when me and my fiance got engaged the day of. So I just really want her to survive. So if anyone has any tips and tricks on this plant, the umbrella plant I believe it is, if not I have a name here, but I've had it for almost a year now. It is still alive, but I feel like it's not really growing. And then if it does grow, it die, like pieces of it die, like even the leaves. Like some of these leaves look like they're in great condition. They just keep falling off. I don't understand. So if anyone has any tips and tricks on that, I would love that. Other than that, thank you for watching.